Howdy, Rage fans. Dustbroom here. As some of you may already realize by watching my streams, my hair is gone. My hair is gone. My beard is gone. Not exactly sure why. Just wanted to. Needed to change my frame of mind over the last couple, from the way it's been the last couple of weeks. Going through things mentally and going through things in life right now. I let a lot of things build up inside of my head, and unfortunately, because of that, I brought a lot of people down. I have been a downer here of late. If you've interacted with me outside of the stream, you'd realize I'm two different people. You have the person who you're getting right now talking to this camera, and then also you have a completely different person during the streams. I'm not that fun, happy-go-lucky guy all the time. Unfortunately, that's who comes out when I actually get to interact with people. I'm not like that all the time. I don't know why. It's just how I've always been. I've always been that guy in the background that has that dark vibe to him. I've always been that guy with the cloud over his head. It's just something I've lived with, something I've go with on a day-to-day basis. By any stretch of the means, though, am I depressed or pessimistic or any of that? I'm a realist. I look at things the way they are, not the way that they were, and not the way they could be, the way they are. And that's how I do things. If my lingo comes along as being depressed, well, maybe I am. And maybe I'm not. It's just, ever since I'd say middle school, high school, I've just always been depressed. I've always been sad. I've always been blue. Whatever the way you want to name it. I've had moments where I'm just blah. I'm completely stuck in neutral, no feelings at all. That's just me. And reading and using my poetry in order to get thoughts out of my head on paper, whatnot, and reading that people are afraid that I'm going to be committing suicide and whatnot, that's not my point. Okay? If you want to look at it figuratively, look at it from the perspective that I am a knight that lost his crown, so to speak. I sit in the ruins of my castle of glass, pulling a line from Lincoln Park, and I'm standing on a hill just with a lighthouse or a beacon out into the storm, showing people who I am. Talking with my therapist in the last, 6-7 years. This is 2016 now? So going on 8 years. In the past 8 years, I've been through a lot. But I'm still sitting here. I'm still Doss. I'm still Skippy. I'm still Andrew. Whatever name you know me by, I'm still that person. Sometimes you might get a completely different side of my mentality. And if that surprises you, well, just remind me, well, you don't normally act like this. Unfortunately, because of going through the separation, going through divorce, separating from the military, I spend a lot of time by myself. I really do. And in that state of mind, I look at myself basically like a shattered mirror, so to speak. Like if you were to actually stand in front of a mirror and look at yourself, and if the mirror was broken, you see all those different faces and all the different fractures of the glass. And that's the way I look at myself. Because when I joined the military, I thought it would be something fun to do. To go out, explore the world. I didn't get any military sign-up bonus, none of that. I made a lot of friends. I did get my wish. I did go out to get to see the world. Unfortunately, life had a way of shattering that naive outlook I had on life. I was very, very open and trusting people. I was very, very friendly. I was very outgoing. I would drop everything that I would do to help people. And then I got used. Right or wrong, I blamed myself for it. For allowing myself to get in that perspective. Allowing myself to get into that situation. And because of that, I clammed up. I got defensive. I erected these massive walls with spikes around my mentality, around my dealings with people, around my heart. If I ever act a certain way, if you talk to me offline or talk to me online, and it's not like who I usually am when I talk to you, just let me know, okay? And I'll explain what's going on. There are times where the monster in the mirror will show his face, and he doesn't stay in the mirror. Unfortunately, that's just who I am. The one thing I am thankful for out of my marriage, number one, is my daughter. Because she is my life. She is my reason for keeping going on. Number two, my now ex-wife, then my wife, showed me how important it was to actually have a person there for you, to support you, and in turn support. Marriage is 100 and 100. It's not 50-50. It's 100-100. Effort from both sides. And it is so easy to lose sight of that. And yes, I may have issues letting go of the past. But the past is who I am. The decisions of the past made the person I am now. And I'm trying my hardest to make the decisions now to be a completely different person down the road. If you don't see that, I'm sorry. For the life of me, I don't know why people walk into my life and then walk out again. Slamming the door on the way out and completely erasing all the process that I did in order to seal up a crack on that mirror. I really don't. I love interacting with people, and I thank you guys for that. I love talking with people. I love exploring new things, learning new things. That's why I started my stream. That way I get to interact with people on a one-on-one basis, rather than just through a comments box on a YouTube channel. I like actually looking at my camera and knowing that somebody else is on the other side watching me. And I get to talk with that person. If anything that I can do empowers you in your lives, it makes me all the more worthwhile. Yes, I'm going through some rough times right now. As my dad said, it's okay to take a time out every now and again, but remember to actually get started again. It's okay if you're going sailing through your storms of life, if you just drop anchor for a little while. Gather your breath, gather your strength, gather your thoughts. But remember to pick up the anchor again and sail on. If you have to do what I do and make just daily goals for yourself in order to keep going on, do that. I no longer set a signpost way off in the distance because of the fact that I enjoy the journey. If I spend my entire time looking at that goal, I get so worked up on trying to meet that goal that I lose sight of everything else around me. So I don't do that. I set little goals. I set daily goals for myself, so at the end of the day I can look at those goals that I accomplished and go, yeah, today was a good day. And I go on from there. I don't know what I'm going to be doing 10 years from now. I really don't. Heck, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Other than go to school, if the snow has stopped by then. Right or wrong, that's how I live. That's how I get by. The reason why is because of my time in the service. When you go off into a combat zone or in your daily lives and you're faced with your own death through like a near miss or a car accident, or if you're in the military and you get bombarded with indirect fire. Me, I saw death in another way, but I won't go into that. When you live through and see your own death, or you see death walking, you're reminded of life. That's why I hold on to that yoke. That's why I hold on to that yoke of death. Not to constantly remind myself that death is around the corner, but to remind myself that I have a reason for being here. Right here, right now. I have you guys. I have my family. I don't have my married family anymore, but I have my daughter. I have my friends in real life. I have my friends that I made through the military. I have the ability to be a spark in somebody else's life through my YouTube channel or through my stream channel. That's my reason for being here. That's my reason for making daily goals to keep going. It may seem like I'm not going anywhere. If you look at from the outside in to me, from your perspective to me, it might not seem like I'm going anywhere, but I am. It's all the little things. It's not going to be in huge jumps and bounds with enormous achievements. It's all the little things that you do. To me, it's all the little things that you do that matter. It's the smile. It's the small action. It's stopping to help somebody on the street. It's holding the door open for somebody when you go into a building. It's coming to a pause in the middle of the street with your car to let somebody out or across your lane because they're stopping traffic on the other side. It's all the little things that everybody seems to forget matter to people. And it's taking a stop or taking a pause and being thankful for what you have that gives you the strength in order to keep going on is what I've learned in my experiences. You might have something different, and if you do, let me know. I enjoy learning new things. I enjoy seeing what, yeah, it's kind of personal, but I enjoy seeing what sparks keep people going. You guys have seen I write poetry. I play games. I do my streams where you guys see my oddball voices and commentary that come just off the top of my head. It's my little bubble. It's the bubbles of insanity, as I like to call it. Because those thoughts just come in brief blips at a time. If I don't grab it and I talk out loud about it, it's gone again. It's just who I am. Anyway, I just wanted to upload this weekly blog. It's been a little while since I uploaded again, and I do apologize. Life just sort of smashed me in the face. Sorry. And as you can hear, I'm still trying to fight my cold at the moment. But I just wanted to say that I understand people come and go. But it doesn't make things any easier. Because I really hate saying goodbye to people. I guess it's because of the fact that I actually take the time to know people. Rather than just looking at faces, I consider the voices. I consider the person behind the face, rather than just looking at it as a face in a crowd. So everybody that I've had the honor of knowing, the honor of talking to on a one-on-one basis, spending time with, laughing, joking around, anytime I have to say goodbye to somebody like that, it hurts. It really does. I don't have any words to describe for it other than that. But another day. Anyway, thank you for letting me ramble for a little while. I just wanted to get some thoughts out of my head rather than them just sitting there for the time being. Sorry for taking up your time with my rambling. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. As always, my name is Das Broom. Remember, it is alright to get mad and to smash stuff, but keep it in the game, alright? And while you're at it, take the time to enjoy the little things in life, alright? It'll give you the strength to pick up anchor and sail on. Anyway, welcome to our virtual couch of gaming with friends. Bye, guys.